Welcome, everyone, to Noche and Beyond. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And with the road trip approaching, the Heat will play their final game of their homestand. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season. Last season, they split the series with each team able to win on the road. It's stolen by Lowry. A three ball. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
Well, Kyle Lowry, one of the big names in free agency last summer, made his mind up pretty quickly and wanted to go to Miami. With his competitive nature, he should be a terrific fit with the culture the Heat have built.
Now, Hero. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Outside, George. To the middle. Here's Ayton.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync. Wow, they finally get it to go down on their 4th try.
And so Lowry will bring it up for the Heat. Pass to Hero. Gobert with it. He's covered by Ayton. Outside for Lowry. Back to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. It's Martin on the wing. Not going to go that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. Booker outside. Three-pointer. Gobert pulls it in.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And really, hard to find more intense players than Jimmy Butler. This guy is 100% focused on winning at all times. One of the ultimate competitors in our league.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And with Butler and his intensity, Greg, it's a perfect fit for him in Miami.
And yeah, it can rub some players the wrong way, but it goes hand in hand with the culture here. Hard to imagine Butler on a team other than Miami.
Pass to Ayton. Booker outside. Over Lowry. Misses off the right iron.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Inside. Here's Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Ayton. Phoenix, no good that time either. Left side, Martin. Butler on the wing. Over in the corner, Hero. Outside, Martin. Jacks up a three. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. Johnson, good.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Here's McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Pass to Morris. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
McGee controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
To the inside. Here's Crowder. So they take the lead.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
And good that time. 6 points for Butler.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
It's stolen by Morris. And here we go. It's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
When Kyle Lowry is aggressive as a playmaker, his team goes to a different level.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
.119 left in the first quarter. Bridges outside. Pass to McGee. And the layup is good. McGee's got his third basket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
What a story from Markieff Morris, taking exactly one pick before his twin brother Marcus back in 2011.
And the Suns making a change here. And Morris drops them both. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Holiday goes in. Here's McGee. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Outside Robinson. Oladipo with the ball. Now guarded by Payne. To the paint. Here's Morris. He can't get it to go. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Outside Holiday. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Now in the game, Gobert.
Robinson for three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Holiday attacking. And the wide open shot from Crowder. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
JaVale McGee, he's been the guy making things happen for Phoenix. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Olden.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. DA, thank you. Pass to Gobert. Morris inside. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
And George, here we go. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
As something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
All right, Greg, you're a lefty. You're on the call tonight. Here we are courtside. Who do you think is the best left-handed player currently in the NBA?
Oh, it's the beard. James Harden, Kevin, no question. But Zion's going to be carrying that torch for us lefties going forward. I have no doubt he'll make us proud.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 1. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for it. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. The drive by Booker. Here's Ayton. And the shot is long. Outside Butler. Driving the lane. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Boy, it's really not easy to try to guard Jimmy Butler. If he's putting it on the deck and getting to the rack, look out.
Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Miami.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Morris trying to free himself up, and it's Butler missing.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Pass to George. Fires for 3. The shot will not fall. Now the Heat take it the other way. And the former Kentucky Wildcat, Tyler Hero, he was picked 13th, Greg, in the 2019 draft, and he had an immediate impact.
And you feel a lot of teams didn't see how NBA ready Hero was. Underrated as a playmaker coming into the league. He's been a huge part of his team since his arrival.
Clock at 4, and the Suns miss again.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Here's Morris. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
I'll tell you, that's a pretty pass from Jimmy Butler, and you've got to have special vision to make it.
Down low. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's what he gives you, a big on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave no doubt.
A nice shot by Booker.
How about the ability to adjust and finish in different situations? Devin Booker, elite as a scorer.
Lowry's shot is good.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Booker. For the three. Headshot off. And the Heat going the other way now. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Now a timeout called by Miami.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Here's Hero. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him. And I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
Pass to McGee. Booker outside. Here's Ayton. Outside for George. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Cuts off the pass. Hero with it. Now guarded by Booker. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Suns trail by 6. And he drives in. Here's McGee. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Ayton. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Ayton's got his second bucket.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
It's to Dedmon. Off target from outside. And here is Ayton. It's stolen. Here's Butler. Finished off the break. Butler's got the lead up to 6 now for the Heat.
And since the first quarter, we've seen him. He's off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Oh, terrific body control. Booker gets hit on the drive, stays on balance to complete the play.
Good saving. And he banks in the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
From deep, George. The shot, no good. And the first half is now in the books. Heat out front. They lead by 6. We've got more in store for you right after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. 6-point game. Pass to Ayton. Booker outside. Back to Ayton. Dedmon with the block. And they'll keep possession. Now, Hero. Shot's good by Dedmon. Dedmon's got the first field goal of the second half for Miami.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Well, that's a determined scorer right there. DeAndre Ayton showing a little toughness on the interior finish.
The rebound by Johnson.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After their trip to the NBA Finals in 2020, the Miami Heat is looking to get back to that championship round. Jimmy Butler says, we know what we're capable of. We want to get back to the finals. We can. I like our chances against anybody, honestly. Nobody intimidates us. Kevin?
A great attitude. They've shown they can compete at the highest level, David. Thank you. Both teams will make substitutions. Suns trail by 7. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And the Suns miss again.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum. I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from. You want to command the defender's respect.
Here's Gobert. From down in the low post, it goes. Gobert's got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat.
Well, Gobert inside, right? He has such a strong sense for when to take advantage of the skills he has at his disposal.
A three-pointer is right on target. Haynes got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Inside, Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
McGee's shot is off. Miami leading by 8. Mr. Gobert. Heat moving the ball around. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Heat shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. And the technical free throw is good. Here's Vincent. McGee with the block. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Trying to get open is Crowder. McGee's shot is off. Now the Heat with it. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Pass to Robinson. The 3. It's hauled in by Paul George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They host the 76ers after this game. It'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Outside, Robinson lays it up off the glass.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Phoenix calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And it's the Suns with the ball. They trail by 11. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Baden outside. Back to Bridges. Butler with the steal. Lowry inside the line. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Suns trail by 11.
And maybe we don't talk enough about what a great teammate Lowry is. Passionate. He leads by example and always vocal.
Count it. Heroes got his first basket of the night. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
And Butler gets it to go. When Lowry won gold in 2016, the U.S. team coaches had very high praise.
Yeah, you can call him their unsung hero, the best team player out of anybody. This guy shows emotion, and guys feed off his energy.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the third. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Bridges. Pass to Johnson. Over Azubuike. Here's Ayton. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Ayton's got 4 this quarter. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. And stolen by Payton. Pass to Craig. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Shot's good from Butler.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. To the middle. And Ayton throws it down. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Well, the offensive game will round into shape over time, and it's absolutely critical that DeAndre Ayton look to score as much as possible.
And so it's the Miami Heat looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Now a timeout called by Miami.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Back to Gobert. Over Ayton. And another basket for Miami.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And George, here we go. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. That's a 2 from Butler. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, with his power and explosiveness, when Butler gets inside, it's typically a bucket, a trip to the line, or sometimes worse, both.
Suns trail by 20. And George, here we go.
What a terrific take to the rim. Paul George is just giving it to the defense right now. Tenacious on that drive.
That free throw good from George. And both free throws good for Paul George. The Heat leading by 18. Pass to Lowry. Knocked away. And taken away by Johnson. Here's George. Count the basket.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Butler. And there's the drive. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Oh, late rotation defensively. Butler going to turn the lights out with a pretty jam.
Now here's Ayton. To the inside. They double team Johnson. The shot by George, wide open. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Here's Lowry. From deep three-point range. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And the Heat lead by 21.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Booker outside. Gobert with the block.
And the remarkable reach of the stifle tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
And the three ball is good. And that's now 30 points for Jimmy Butler.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Timeout call, the Suns. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Outside, George from past the arc. No good that time. And Miami the other way now.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Gobert. And yes, it's good.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Bridges, right side. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Now in the game, Butler.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Miami Heat. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Another shot. Crowder with the steal. George with the ball. Robinson picks him up. And it's George missing.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happening. Well, a little show and tell from the Butler. Jimmy giving the fans their money's worth.
Here's George. Gobert with the block. And they recover it. Here's Butler. Here's Martin. Right side, Butler. That one a little long. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Well, Jake Crowder has developed into a very reliable mid-range shooter. You don't want to let him get comfortable.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. That one goes in. 16 points for Rudy Gobert.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
Clock at 6. They get the rebound. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Heat.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And what a huge standout performance it was
for Jimmy Butler.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And Phoenix has possession. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. And now that's 35 points for Butler.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. And George, here we go. Takes a shot at the elbow. Here's McGee. Tries again. Up again. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate